So obesity is a big problem in our country merely because there are two segments of population, one that does not have enough of nutrition and one that has too much of nutrition. Now let's understand why we have too much of nutrition in this country. Simple factor is affluence has increased. When we say affluence, people's ability to spend money is definitely gone up. First fact of the matter, as a country, we celebrate everything via food. Shadis are celebrated with food, happiness is celebrated with food, job promotion is celebrated with food. So food represents an important part of our culture. Over the last few decades, there's more amount of disposable income. So people have more income and therefore are spending on eating out, and also manufacturers have come into the country who are bringing about more amount of processed foods. Now combine this with the fact that society has got more sedentary. My grandmother would walk 10 kilometers to the nearest market. My mother will go to the market and walk 1 kilometer in the market, but she goes by car. And I will ask for e-commerce home delivery to my doorstep. So the amount of physical activity that different generations are doing has dropped. So more eating, lesser physical activity is a huge issue towards the obesity revolution. Finally, because our foods have more amount of insecticides and pesticides, the digestive system of the human body is causing what we call as the gut flora, the microflora, or the probiotics, which are the good bacteria, to get killed off. So as a result, the markers that exist in our gut are changing drastically, which are causing conditions of obesity. So if you put all of these reasons together, I think more stress, lesser physical activity, too much of happiness in terms of eating, and a lot of chemicals and insecticides in the food chain are contributing factors to obesity. So when a film star or celebrity comes in, they can morph their body from 100 kg to 50 kg and have a six-pack or be extremely obese. So the human body is designed to change its weight and size. But genetically you're gifted with a certain status quo. When you say status quo is, that's the way you're destined to be. So a lot of times in weight management, people are influenced by a market perception of how good they should look. So people feel that, oh, you're too skinny or you're too fat. What people don't realize is that you need to be comfortable in the frame that you are. That's number one. Number two is, if there is a metabolic disorder is when there's a genetic problem, when you feel that your weight has gone beyond a dangerous zone, where your cholesterol levels are very high, or you can't fit into an aeroplane seat, then you need to be talking about obesity and serious weight problems. If you're 5 or 10 kgs overweight, I personally, as a sports nutritionist, as a nutrition coach, believe that if the body can be morphed in movies, even the Aam Aadmi, people like me and you, can still use nutrition, can use diet, can use exercise, can use food supplements to change the body. So sports nutrition is obviously the epitome of how a human individual performs. I always divide my clients into two types of muscle. There's something called the go muscle and there's something called the show muscle. So the recently concluded Olympics is the go muscle, where the athlete develops the body to go. And the show muscle is when you're sitting behind the camera and you have to have a good physical body. The Aam Aadmi requires both the go muscle and the show muscle. So it depends. A lot of people want to go to gyms today, want to lose weight because they want both a go muscle and a show muscle. So technically, when you're nutritionally guiding a person, you want to be seeing, can I use diet, can I use exercise, can I use supplements to build both a go muscle and build a show muscle. In fact, today, most of the sports nutrition products or the supplements that we get have actually been first tried and tested in Olympic level athletes or high-end athletes, because you need the body to humanly perform. These products are slowly trickling their way into the Aam Aadmi's life. For example, you have automatic braking system in your car, right? That was a technology developed in Formula 1 racing. Something as simple as a fat burner has actually been used 20-30 years ago with sports athletes in wrestling, boxing, and weight challenge sports because those athletes had to compete in that specific sport. So they had a short period of time, 3, 4, 5, 6 months to morph or change their body into that role. So for me, supplement recommendation is a huge list, okay? It can start in something as simple as a multivitamin and can go to something as complex as an antioxidant supplement or a fat burner. The very simple philosophy is this. My opinion at my clinic is this. Supplements are a nutritional convenience for people's nutritional indiscipline. Technically, in the correct domain of eating scientifically, you don't need a supplement. But we live in the 21st century. How many people eat scientifically and correctly? So supplements represent a nutritional convenience which allows you to kind of cheat at that wedding, allows you not to go for 2-3 weeks without a workout or really binge eat. But coming back to the crux of the matter is when people want to really change their body, they set a time goal, they set a timeline, you put in diet, you put in exercise, and you add a supplement to help you along the journey to get there. So a lot of people just do only supplement, no diet, no exercise, doesn't work. A lot of people do only dieting, they need an amount of exercise to burn, to get physically active. And a lot of people do only exercise, they gym like crazy and they forget diet. So you need a combination of all three to work successfully. So about a year ago, we were researching good products in the market, and we have always been at our nutrition clinic recommending fat burners from natural sources. Things from ginger extract, carnitine, garcinia, green tea extract, green coffee bean extract, amino acids, proteins. There are so many products out there that can do fat burning if used correctly in the diet. What we found out is that we needed something that was a safe fat burner. What happens with athletes, you have tremendous amount of discipline. You tell them take only this, do diet, do exercise, they follow everything. In clients that come to our clinic, both celebrities and Aam Aadmi, that nutritional discipline or exercise discipline is not there. So there's a psychological dependence when you place a pill or a powder that is technically a food supplement or is a natural product, but they still think it's a medicine because it's in the capsule form. So they pop it. Now when they pop it, they believe psychologically that this one product should do it all. So for us, we are always working on the side of caution. What is that side of caution? Are we going to give a product, if they abuse it, will it create a side effect? Are we giving a product with 1 or 2 capsules, will it have a side effect? So as a nutritionist with my R&D team, we are always asking this question. Before we recommend a product like loose fat, is it safe enough for a person to take? What does it contain? Hey, it contains green tea. Hey, it contains green coffee bean extract, grape seed extract. It contains Garcinia campagina. This is stuff. It contains cinnamon extract, dalchini. For centuries, we have eaten this in all our diets. My Dadima had all of this in her kitchen, except grape seed extract. So the potential of all of these products packed into a capsule is really nice. So we started recommending loose fat. I like to call it a safe fat burner, a lazy fat burner, because it's not going to have a side effect. So in the best case scenario, my client is not going to lose weight in terms of any side effect, but they'll have beautiful skin and hair. So I can live with that side effect of great skin and hair vis-a-vis, a bad skin or a acne breakout or severe headaches, which a lot of fat burners in the markets do come with huge side effect labels on it. So loose fat with the Garcinia campagina, very simple. What we found out was sugar metabolism is better. So there was an experiment done with in the labs on rats, which basically found out that the glucose absorption during exercise was even better. So when people exercise, they tend to get fatigued. When you get fatigued, you give up your exercise, you burn lesser calorie. So the whole idea over here is if my client's running and exercising and getting fatigued and demotivated at 200 calories, I want to push them during the workout. In addition to that, the hydroxycitric acid in Garcinia campagina works really well in terms of suppressing appetite. Biggest problem in our clinic, we tell people not to eat. Yes, Ryan, we are not eating, we are following your diet. They go home, 5 rasgullas go in easily, followed by 10 gulab jamuns. I mean, you need to blunt appetite. So psychological eating doesn't stop at the heart. It starts at the brain. So HCA is something that comes in and really goes to the brain and says, appetite suppression, stop eating. The green tea extract works in thermogenesis, which is raising metabolism. Hey, we have green coffee extract, which increases the oxidation of fats. So a lot of technical stuff that happens with chlorogenic acid, but I like it because you can use it and it helps you burn fat. With grapeseed extract, why we like it is because research has shown you can go on and on like a Duracell battery when you have grapeseed extract. The reason is because of the antioxidant potential. A lot of times when there's a lot of free radical damage in the muscle, you will see that the body gets fatigued. So if the body is getting fatigued during a workout which burns fat, grapeseed extract will help you go a long way. The final one that I really like is dalchini or cinnamon extract. Cinnamon, for the longest period of time, we've been recommending to manage people's sugar levels. People have too much of sugar imbalance, diabetes imbalance. Even youngsters, they don't even know that they are pre-diabetic. But because of fluctuating levels of sugar, it deposits as fat in the body. So what you have to do is, before you start burning fat, shut off the pipeline of the glucose entering into the fat reserves. So step 1 is to take a cinnamon extract which holds back more and more sugar being converted to fat. So that's the basic step. So that's why, when I look at the combination of this, one is it stops too much of sugar entering into the body and being converted to fat. Second is the ingredients help in fat burning. So put this together with appetite suppression. I think it's a nice product which is safe to give a client and kind of get them on baby steps to, hey, diet, hey, exercise, hey, a loose fat supplement.